There's Ellie sitting on the ledge, as usual. Don't come at me, brother. Not like this. It's the final episode of our 5,000-mile road trip. Is 24 hours enough for America's most iconic park? I'm Blake.
I'm Ellie. And on today's adventure,
we're in Grand Canyon National Park.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome. This afternoon we are in Grand Canyon National Park and we're really excited to be here.
Yeah, we got here a little bit late. We were planning on making it here a lot earlier, but it's 5 p.m. and we are just starting our first hike.
Yeah, we spent the last 2 nights in Las Vegas in a 5-star hotel. And tonight we will be camping in the Grand Canyon, so it's a very, very different feel for us. We are refreshed after being on the road for over 2 weeks. And where are we right now?
We are at Grand Canyon National Park. And we are on the
Let me try that again. What trail are we on?
We are on the South Kaibab Trail here on the south rim of the Grand Canyon. We picked this trail because it's absolutely gorgeous. Already from the beginning, we are 1 minute in and you can just see an amazing view already.
Having less than 24 hours total in the park, we were hoping to see as much as possible of the South Rim. It's the easiest part of the canyon to reach from the Vegas area, which usually makes it quite busy. I should also mention that we did take the shuttle here because you cannot park in the trailhead. We parked at the visitor center and we got on a quick little shuttle, and we didn't even have a wait to get into the park, which is apparently not very usual. I've never entered the park from the south side, but Ellie was telling me that she had done it and it took about 2 hours to get in the park. So be careful when you enter. Other than that, let's go. Do you think it's worth oohing and ahhing at?
This is the ooh-ah point. And it's very touristy. People really, a lot of times come to the South Kaibab Trail to come to the ooh-ah point, and then they turn back around and then go back. So a lot of people just come here, hang out, go back. We are gonna go a little bit further, but this point is beautiful. If you're short on time, great point to come to. I love it, it's beautiful. Alright guys, so my favorite part about this trail, I just told Blake, is that you can see like where the trail goes in like the edge of the cliff. It's pretty freaking cool. And now there's like really no one down here. It's almost 6 p.m. and this is the view we got.
Alright, so we hiked another 0.8 of a mile or so down to this spot called
Cedar Ridge.
Cedar Ridge, and we've now hiked out right to the end of it. That's a pretty good view behind us.
This is a great stopping point if you don't want to go all the way down, and you really do get away from like a lot of the kids and a lot of the beginner hikers. So great spot.
Oh yeah, it's just us out here, and I'm pretty sure there is a bathroom right over here.
I don't think that's a bathroom.
There might be a bathroom, there might not be.
I don't think it's a bathroom.
My watch says that there's a bathroom there, so I'm gonna guess there's a bathroom there. I trust Garmin. Well, we'll follow up on that. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy this view. Goodbye. Cedar Ridge is an incredible spot for sunset, and we had it all to ourselves. So behind me, you may or may not be able to see the beautiful glow of the sun just going behind the ridge. We are moving out right now because, and I wanted to mention this, the shuttles only run an hour after sunset, and sunset is in 20 minutes. So if we want to get the last shuttle, instead of walking all the way back to the visitor center, we gotta start hiking out now. And since it is a down and up hike, we have the majority of the work to go. So what's the final verdict? Was it a bathroom or not?
This one?
Yeah.
Goes to Blake.
Oh.
Blake. We're about to get over 1,000 feet of elevation on the way back, but because we are doing it at sunset, it should not be too bad. Remember, the heat in the Grand Canyon in the summer is insane. You don't want to do this hike or really any other ones between like 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. So I think it was perfect that we arrived here at 5 p.m. and then we're also going to do one in the morning tomorrow. I would try to come to the Grand Canyon like in March was a great time. It still had the snow by the trail, so that was beautiful, and you don't get heat exhaustion, but highly recommend making it to Cedar Ridge.
The hike back up took longer than we expected, and as darkness fell, we were now in danger of missing the last shuttle back to the visitor center. Alright, so it is getting dark. We have 30 minutes until the last bus leaves, and we have just about 200 feet of elevation to go left.
Bus is here. We made it.
Bus, all to ourselves. What's going on? I counted on the way up. There are 821 steps.
And we barely made it.
Yeah.
Should be the last one. We got here maybe like 2 minutes before the bus came.
You can do it. We did it. It was awesome and a great way to start our day and a half here in the Grand Canyon. In our usual fashion, we'll be setting up camp in the dark.
Let's go do that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, and the lights went out just like that. So good morning from Grand Canyon National Park. We are right now on the trail, which Ellie will tell you about in a second, but I want to quickly circle back to our campground, which we stayed at last night, which was
the Mather campground inside the park.
It's inside the park. The bathrooms were great. Our neighbors were loud and obnoxious all night, but that's not going to bother us.
If you take this Bright Angel trailhead all the way, you can actually head to the Colorado River and get a beautiful view of it. I did it in the winter and I was able to go there and back, but it's not recommended in the summer, so that's why we're just going to do a quick little hike. 1,000 feet of elevation.
And it's 3 miles round trip.
3 miles round trip.
Out and back.
Let's
down,
go.
A down, then up.
Yes.
All right. During peak hours of the day, we weren't quite as lucky with the crowds, but the views were stunning.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
It wasn't long before we came face to face with a thick-headed local. Don't come at me, brother. Not like this. He just came out of nowhere, like he owns the place. Luckily, we weren't too far from the rest house, so I could change my pants after that. So we just passed the 1.5 mile bathrooms, which are right up here if you can't see them. We came down a little bit away to get to this really nice viewpoint, and there's Ellie sitting on the ledge as usual. We actually just ran into a bighorn ram on this trail, which is the reason why you can't bring pets down here, because probably not a very good mix. He was massive and he scared me a little bit, but we're gonna hang out here for a little bit before we head back up to the top of the trail. What do you think?
You need to come to this viewpoint and maybe not get on the ledge, but definitely get a picture here. It is really hot in the summer.
Yeah, it's hot, and we're gonna have to go all the way back up again. I don't even know which way is at this point. I think it's up there. Yeah, I can see people way up there.
So the way down is super easy. Usually people underestimate how hard it is to get back up. So definitely, especially in the summer heat, I cannot say this enough, just take it at your own pace and like just have enough water and be careful. I think this park, out of all the parks, it is the easiest to get exhausted and just, not be ready for the hike.
Hike safely, as my water bottle says.
All right, let's get back up now.
All right. All right, so we made it back up to the top, less than 2 hours total, awesome to see the canyon. It is terribly crowded, terribly hot, and like low key, the mule poop is disgusting and smells awful. I mean, every time you went by one, you really had to kind of like breathe out of your mouth rather than your nose. Other than that, you know, there's very few ways to see the South Rim better than this trail.
That's what we got done in less than 24 hours at the Grand Canyon. Highly recommend if you guys are just driving by. You don't need that much time here. Obviously, it's better to have 2-3 days here. You know, you get a lot more out of it.
The more time, the better.
But it's super possible. Do the South Kaibab Trail and do the Bright Angel Trail as far as you want to go.
It also means it's the end of our national park road trip. This is our 13th national park and our 19th day. In the link below, you can see all of the other videos. And if you enjoyed this video,
make sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos.
And we'll see you on our next adventure. Thanks for coming with us. Bye-bye.